Hello, my name is Mani Malarvannan. In this video, we are going to look into one of the Web3 analytic kit tool called community engagement. For this, first you log into analytickit.com website, dpa.analytickit.com login, and then enter your email and password and click login. As I explained in my previous videos, you will see the dashboard where you will see the recently viewed analytic tools, new visitors came into your product. The product could be digital application, website, or decentralized application that you are managing using the AnalyticKit SaaS platform. And also you will see the recent recordings, how people used your website or a product. For this presentation, we are going to look into the community engagement. From the left side menu bar, you click community engagement. That will take you to the community engagement tool page. Using this tool, you can analyze how your users or customers are using your NFTs or your contract that are in Ethereum blockchain. At present, we are supporting only Ethereum blockchain, but later on, we will add into other blockchains like Solana or Bitcoin. If Bitcoin started using transactions, then we will also include those for our customers. For now, we are supporting only Ethereum blockchain. Say for Ethereum blockchain, if you want to run a marketing campaign for your NFT ad drop or for your customers' NFT campaign, then you can use this tool to create a marketing campaign and track how your users are using not only your website, they are coming and searching and logging in using the Web2 tools and also the Web3 tools, that how the transactions are happening in your contract, how many tokens they bought during the marketing campaign, and also what other your competitors NFTs they have. All the informations you can see using this tool. For that, you click the new campaign and then you need to create a campaign. For this campaign, I'm just going to call it as airdrop campaign. You give the name and then provide the contract type, whatever contract you want to capture and monitor. Right now, we are supporting ERC 2721777 contract types. You click it and then you provide the start date of your marketing campaign. Say I'm going to say February 3rd and then the end date, February 23rd. And then you have to provide the contract address and token address. For that, I already have a sample contract address. I'm going to use it. I'm just copying that from my Scratchpad and then storing it here. And then for token, I have the token contract address here. Before you click save, make sure that you enter the correct contract address and token address because we are not validating. If you mistype your contract address or token address, then you may not be able to see the data that you are expecting for your contract. And also, if the contract address and token address are invalid, then obviously you won't see any data coming into your website. So now say save changes. So it's going to create a new campaign. You can see it in the screen now. See, this is the test crypto that I created. And another thing is that whenever you create it, instantly you won't see any data coming from your contract. You have to wait at least 24 hours because right now we are not getting the data instantly in real time. So every day night we will go using your contact address and token address. We will go to the Ethereum blockchain, get all the transactions, token transfers, logs, and all the details, and then we will store it in our system for you to do the analysis. Say, for example, for the new contract ad drop campaign we created, if I go and click view, you won't see anything because there is no data available. You have to wait for 24 hours before you can see anything coming to our in our system. So I'm going back. For this demo, I have the test crypto that I created sometime during 2023 in November, and then I'm going to use that to see how to create it. If I just say view in this, then it will instantly show all the graphs that we calculate from the contract address and token address that matches in the Ethereum blockchain. In these graphs, we will go through each one so that you know what exactly the purpose of the graphs. The first one is the active users over time. So this graph basically tells for each and each day, starting from your marketing campaign and then for your ending marketing campaign, you can see the growth, how many users came in and what exactly they did on your contract. For example, in this case, on 16th, 10/16/2023, the marketing campaign started. So people started coming in and they were using it. And then it peaked at about 10/20/23. And then maybe at the end of the campaign, the number of active users dropped. So this type of analysis you can able to do, and you can see what is going on in your marketing campaign, whether uh, people are coming and buying, or you need to do anything to adjust the campaign so that you will get more users coming and buying your tokens. And then the second graph, total contract calls over time. Again, this also gives the same information, but the contract calls. How many contract calls happen for your contract address that you provided when you create the marketing campaign? You can see the graph, it goes and it peaks about the same time that you have the number of users. Obviously, more users are using it. And then at the end of the campaign, it dropped. And then the other graph we have is the total token transfers over time. How many tokens they purchased or they transferred from their wallet to somebody else's wallet. That information you can see in this graph. Again, it's the same pattern, you can see it here too. And then the other graph is that average gas usage. You can also see how people are spending their money whenever you are running the marketing campaign, and you can see that if you need to adjust anything so that you will get a maximum benefit from the marketing campaign. So you can see it here, it's almost constant, and then at the end of the marketing campaign, it dropped down. Uh, the other one we have is the total transactions over time. How many transaction happens? Say, for example, if they are coming and using your contract, then obviously you will see more transaction. If they perform any transaction on your contract, say they bought a token or they transferred a token, anything that happened during the marketing campaign, you can able to see using this graph, and that will tell again based on that campaign start date to end date, and then you can see how well the total number of transaction scaled during that marketing campaign, and if you need to do anything to fix any issues that arises during the marketing campaign. The same way, this graph shows the total token transfer value over time. So how much value they transferred. So that information you can see using this graph. This again, the same deal as the previous ones. You can see the starting marketing date and then the ending marketing date on the x-axis, and then the total token transfer value on the y-axis, and you can see how well your users are using the transferred using your contract and transferring the tokens, and then what are the values for the tokens. Are they transferring expensive tokens versus non-expensive tokens? All the informations you can see using this graph. Okay. And then average token transfer value over time. This is same as the previous one, but it gives the average token transfer. Rather than going into the actual token transfer here, Here it gives the average token transfers. So these two are pretty much same, and you can see how well your marketing campaign is working. And again, every day you come in and see if you obviously you want to see all of them going upwards. In case if it is going down, for example, here in 1021, it came down. You want to see what exactly you need to do to make it people to buy more tokens over a period of time during the marketing campaign. So, so all the information so you can see using this one. And then this one is the transaction value distribution. For some reason, it is not showing. Yeah, we have to see what is going on here. Usually, you will see a bar graph here that displays all the transaction value that happened over a period of time. So yeah, again, this one is also token value distribution. This one also you will see the bar graph, but some reason it is not showing for this one, and we will look into it. And then this one we are still working on the network graph. It's basically it shows the token flow, and then on the nodes, each token address on the node, and then the value that flows from one token, one contract address to another contract address, and then how much value that happened. So all the informations we will see, we are still working on this feature, so that's the reason it is not displaying properly. So we will fix it. People are working on to fix it, and then we will fix it sooner than later. And then this one, engagement heat map. So how well your users are engaged with your contract. So that we measure based on the active users and then the total contract calls. So these two, again, we will be adding more informations on this graph. We are working on these two features. We just rolled this a couple of weeks back, and still we have issues. Obviously, you can see, and we are working hard to fix it. So this graph shows the engagement heat map, and using that you can see various informations, and we will display how many users are used on active users, and then the total contract calls. So these two will give you more guidelines how well your marketing campaign is happened and how many users are purchasing your tokens or NFTs, and how well your contracts are all working during the marketing campaign. So that's pretty much for this video. And one other thing I want to show, and anytime if you want to change anything, you can do so by clicking the edit, and then you can change the informations here. Again, if you change the contract address or the token address, obviously for that particular marketing campaign, it may give you wrong informations because you are changing the marketing campaign contract address. So in between, if you change the contract address or the token address, obviously for that period, it will give the data for that new contract address or token address. So instead of doing that, you should create a new marketing campaign and then give the new contract address and token address. But if you want to change any other information, if you want to extend your end date, then you can do so using this edit button. So now I'm changing it to February 24, and I can change it. And the same way, if you are not interested this contract, then you can go ahead and delete and then create a new contract. New campaign, start time and end, start date and end date, and then save it and start monitoring. So that's pretty much for this video. So in the previous videos, I provided all the Web2 tools that we support in the AnalyticKit SaaS platform. And this is the very first Web3 tool that basically we go to the Ethereum blockchain and bring all the contract informations, token informations from Ethereum blockchain on a nightly basis and store it in our system. And then using that, you can measure various activities your users are going through on your contract and tokens. And then in the next video, we will look into the wallet analytic. What exactly is wallet analytic? This is another Web3 tool that we support right now. We will look into it in the next video. Thanks for your time. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave us a comment in the YouTube video or send us an email. We will be happy to help you. Thank you. Bye.